Shalawam, Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalawam to the men out there doing this work of faith and labor of love, truth, sincerity. This lesson will be entitled, Who Wants to Ball with the Sluggard? All right. So, this is Acts chapter 15, verse 32. And Judas and Silas, being prophets also themselves, exhorted the brethren with many words and confirmed them. And after they had tarried there a space, they were let go in peace from the brethren unto the apostles. Notwithstanding, it pleased Silas to abide there still. Right, so, from here, or pretty much, when you read, this chapter, you pretty much had Judas. I'll go to it real quick. This is Acts 15 and verse 22. Then pleased it the apostles and elders with the whole church to send chosen men of their own company to Antioch with Paul and Barnabas, namely Judas surnamed Barsabas, and Silas, chief among the brethren. Right, so pretty much you had Judas and Silas that were chosen, amongst, the church to go with Paul and Barnabas up to Antioch. And it said what? That they were chief men among the brethren. So what? They had a good name. They were of good report. Okay? They were diligent and fervent in the spirit of YAHAWASHI. Okay? So as we see from here, it said what? Judas and Silas, them being prophets themselves, were exhorting the brothers and confirming them. And it said what? Verse 34, notwithstanding, it pleased Silas to abide there still. So it pleased him, to still stay there and to continue to build with them brothers, to edify them brothers, So what, he had that ferventness in the spirit, that fire in the spirit for the word of the Lord, okay? So verse 35, Paul also and Barnabas continued in Antioch, teaching and preaching the word of the Lord with many others also. And some days after, Paul said unto Barnabas, let us go again and visit our brethren in every city where we have preached the word of the Lord, and see how they do. So they were on a mission, to reaffirm the faith, of those whom they had already taught, okay? And, that's how we supposed to do from time to time. Give a brother a call, or, visit brothers from time to time, so on and so forth, to see how they doing, man, So this verse 37. And Barnabas determined to take with them John, whose surname was Mark. But Paul thought not good to take him with them, who departed from them from Pamphylia, and went not with them to the work. Okay, so Barnabas wanted to take John, but Paul said, hold up, nah, we shouldn't take this dude. He left from us when we went to Pamphylia, man. From Pamphylia. We had a journey to go all the way up to Antioch and to go to these different other places, confirming brothers' faith. And this dude left us, man. So it's like, why you want to take him? Paul in the spirit, Paul was heavy in the spirit, man. So when you looking at it and comparing it to basketball, for a second, Paul was balling hard. So he only wanted to ball hard with those that were balling hard just as him, that had that same determination as him, man. He didn't want somebody, that's part-time, man. That's a slugger, that's not putting in them extra hours in the gym, because when you look at it, you have some brothers out there that may already do shows, but now what, the, Apostles of Heart raised the bar, for 2 a week, but you have some brothers out there that already do shows that may load up the camps segments throughout the week and still do their own personal shows and still do their own studying. But then you may have certain other brothers that just do the bare minimum. They just come to camp, and that's it for that 4, 6 to 8 hour period, however many hours, individual camps last. But then throughout the week, they're not putting in that extra time in the gym. They're not fervent in the spirit, man. They're not doing shows. They don't see it as befitting unto them, and their busy schedule to put in that extra work, man. So in turn, that's what being a sluggard in the spirit, man. You know, that's why, you know, this is 2016, the year to push. And you know, and personally, I'm glad, you know, that Apostles to Heart put that order out there, man, because it's make me have to step my game up as well. You know, and for all of us, man. You know, what the Most High is doing now is setting that standard. He's raising that bar higher. When you look at what like the Olympic Games and stuff like that, when you go into I believe it's called the high jump, okay, you know, and it starts off, you know, I'm not exactly sure, but maybe around like 5 feet and goes higher and higher and higher, okay. But if you have a person that's doing a high jump, starting at 5 feet, but they have goals to make it up to 7 feet to over the high jump, how will they ever know if they could reach that 7 feet if they not putting in the work at that 5 feet and keep trying to perfect their technique, man? You know? So that's how it was with this dude, John. He wasn't trying to perfect his technique so that he can grow more in the spirit, and he wasn't looking and longing, you know, to grow in the spirit, man. That's what you can extrapolate from this, man. Okay, because once again, as I said, like with basketball, you know, you have different members of the team. You have the point guard, the small guard, the power forward, small forward. You have the center, and in camp, you have the main speaker. You have the readers. You have other precept brothers, the banner holders. You know, guys that are on post. You know, guys that may do, you know, a little crowd control if things getting a little crazy or whatever the case may be, you know. So you got these different players that have to play different roles, but it's still all one body. So when you look to the right and to the left of you, you know, you want to know that the brother to the right and to the left of you is going as hard just as you are, that they're playing their position just as hard as you trying to play your position, okay? And that they're trying to grow at that position. They're trying to excel, okay? That's striving for the masteries, man. Not just being satisfied with just holding the banner week in and week out and being comfortable, man. This truth ain't about being comfortable, okay? The scriptures say this is not America is not our rest, man. So at no time is we supposed to be comfortable, man. Especially not within the truth of YAHAWASHI, because that's taking the Lord's word for granted, man. That's taking that you have this truth for granted. Okay, so going on, it says, verse 39, and the contention was so sharp between them that they departed asunder one from the other, and so Barnabas took Mark and sailed unto Cyprus, and Paul chose Silas and departed, being recommended by the brethren unto the grace of the Most High. So it said what? Silas was recommended by the brethren, because as we read, he was chief amongst the brethren. So he was of good name and of good report, man. But we can't say the same thing for John. You know, he wasn't seeking to grow, man. You know, he wasn't desiring the word of the Lord, because he had his other little personal worldly things that he wanted to get into. Other than that, why else would he depart from the brothers to do the work? Because his spirit wasn't as thorough as the other brother spirits. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, we know that every man has been given, you know, a measure of faith in different gifts, and some brothers, you know, may put in more work than others. You know, that doesn't make this one brother greater than the next brother, but it's just the fact of you striving to do better, man. You know, the Most High wants us to strive for perfection. So how will you know your true potential unless you putting forth that effort? That's what this thing is all about, man. The Most High wants you to put forth that effort, okay? So this is Sirach chapter 11, verse 12. It says, again, there is another that is slow, okay? As I said, you know, some brothers, the Lord gave the spirit unto one brother more heavy than the next brother, okay? There is another that is slow, have need of help, wanting ability, and full of poverty. Yet the eye of the Lord looked upon him for good and set him up from his low estate, okay? So You may have one brother that's lacking. You know, he might not be really doing shows like that, or just lacking with certain spiritual things. But what? He have need of help, and he's wanting ability. He's wanting the Most High to increase him. Okay? And as I use the term, you know, basically like with the high jump, he's wanting ability, so he's praying unto the Lord to put that fervent spirit on him, man. Okay? So that he can hit that 5 feet marker of the high jump. So that he can hit that 5 feet 5 inches marker of the high jump. So he can hit that 6 feet marker of the high jump. Okay? Because when you doing this and you striving for more and you putting forth the more of the effort, the Most High is able to educate you. Meaning what? Draw forth or draw more out of you, so that you can come to your full potential within this truth for yourself individually, as you trying to make your diligence and your calling and election sure, and for you to be a more end of an addition onto the brotherhood, man. You know, that's what this thing is all about, man. But as I said, if you have brothers that are just sitting there and complacent and have personal channels, not putting up shows in a year or 6 months or whatever, how will they know their full potential? In essence, you're taking away from YAHAWASHI, man, because you're not giving unto him that his money with usury, man, by doing so, man. You know? So being in this truth, man, you know, you want to be on fire in the spirit, man. You know? And I know me, you know, just personally, you know, I may not be the most, you know, diligent brother in the truth or anything like that, but with the ability, you know, that the Most High gave me, you know, I'm damn sure striving, you know, and I pray to the Lord can, you know, allow me to, you know, meet the standard of 2 shows, you know, every week, man, you know, and to continue to do, you know, good works within the truth and good works unto the brotherhood, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 20, verse 9. Then I said, I will not make mention of him, nor speak any more in his name. But his word was in my heart, as a burning fire shut up in my bones, and I was weary with forbearing, and I could not stay. So this is how Jeremiah felt. He felt as though he wasn't going to go out and teach the word of the Lord, you know, but he had a fire burning within his spirit, man. His spirit was on fire, that he had to get out what he had to get out, that he couldn't hold it back, man. And going back to the example in Acts chapter 15, that's how it was with Silas, because he didn't stop doing the work. He didn't just do the bare minimum. He tried to go above and beyond the call of duty, man. But then what, John, he didn't have that fire within the spirit, man, as Silas did. Now, as I said, some brothers, you know, may have more the ferventness of spirit than other brothers, but it's about you striving, man. John, he wasn't striving, because he let the cares of this world take him away from doing the work of YAHAWASHI. We only out there on the highways and byways for a certain amount of hours, man. 1 day out the week. So it should be no reason that any of us brothers can't put up 2 shows a week, man, or that couldn't even do more. Since 2 shows is the standard now, we should want to strive to do more than that, but only if it's within your ability and if it's done sincerely, you know, and not just trying to rush lessons just to meet the quota. But, you know, as you know, the brother Barack Abar said, that what you still want to make sure that you're sticking to the script, you know, you want to have substance within your lessons, man. So so, you know, with that, you know, I just hope this lesson was edifying. You know, the time is now. Yeah, to push, man. It's now or never. Do or die, man. Okay. So with that, you know, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWASHI, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalawam to Lekman out there doing this work of faith and labor of love, truth, sincerity. Shalawam and death to America.